Hi, I'm Jess from Copper Garden and I'm here with Vita Liberata and Look Fantastic today to tell you how I get the perfect flawless tan at home by myself. And there's a few key products that I use to achieve this, and I'm literally so excited to share them because they have changed my tan routine so much. Like, I honestly tried this for the first time today and I'm not looking back. So first and foremost, I'm going to talk you through the products that I use, and then we're going to get into the nitty-gritty of my entire routine, sharing with you pictures of before and after and all that kind of thing, so that you can see everything that I do to achieve a perfect flawless tan. So first and foremost, we're going to talk about the prep. And the first thing we're going to talk about is this, which is the Vita Liberata Superfine Skin Polish Moisturising Exfoliator. So this is basically a really moisturising product that exfoliates your skin. You use it in the shower just before you tan, and honestly, it helps to give you the best base possible. So I tend to tan first thing in the morning, and I always have a shower just before I do it, scrub my skin a little bit, give it a bit of an exfoliate, and just make it the perfect base for my tanning needs. So this is great because it's a really cream-like consistency and it's got these little micro beads in, so it's really, really gentle. And if you wanted to, I do sometimes use exfoliating gloves just to give you that extra bit of buff. And then after I've done that, obviously I'm out the shower, I'm starting the tan routine. Honestly, I can't rate these products highly enough, so I'm going to stop talking now and get on with the rest of the video. Right, I'm going to talk you through how I'm doing this, but the tan I'm using today is the INVISI mousse, which is really, really great, doesn't stain any bed sheets or clothing, and it dries really quickly. But the one thing I really like about this is that it comes out clear, so it gives you like that little sheen on your body, but it means that you don't have that instant like tanned look that kind of goes everywhere. And also, it's just honestly the best smelling thing, and it's also hydrating for your skin. So I really like using this one, and I have the shade medium to dark for preference, but you can get a light to medium if you wanted that. And then for my face, I'm using the self tanning mist, which is a buildable tan mist. You can use this on your body as well, but personally I just prefer using it on my face and my chest. And this one is buildable over 4 to 6 hours, and you can use it daily if you want to. So you could put this on today when you tan, and then tomorrow, or you could use it every other day, or however you feel works best for you. So if I'm going on holiday for a week, I also really like this because I can use this on my face and keep the SPF 50 so that my face is keeping protected from the sun, but also still gets a little bit of a tan with my body as well. So I'm going to start with my legs, and I'm actually using the tanning mitt. So this is like one of the one-sided spongy ones. I'm going to quickly maneuver the camera down and get started on my tan. I'm very excited. I cannot wait to be tanned again. I almost forgot I need to prep my skin. So the very, very first thing I need to do is use some moisturiser, and I basically put this on my really dry areas. So my ankles, I put a little bit on each elbow, on my knuckles, and basically anywhere that's like really, really dry. So if you have any particularly like problematic areas, I recommend just quickly putting this onto those. And I know some people get like odd little dry patches here and there. Like I get really random dry patches on the backs of my arms. So I tend to just put literally a tiny bit, and it just helps to stop the tan from gathering too much in that area and giving you like a really obvious dark patch. So my ankles are a particularly prominent one, especially now we're all wearing sandals and stuff. I just like to make sure that they are fully covered. Okay, now I can start my tanning. Now I've got all my knuckles and everything covered. Okay, so as you can see, the tan goes on completely clear, so you can't really tell the difference between my tanned leg and my not tanned leg, apart from the fact that where the tan is really moisturising, it almost gives me like a more even complexion on this leg, and it looks a lot more like shiny and like, I don't know the word for it, but it just looks a lot more like glowing and a lot more kind of fresh and moisturised than this leg. Also, I am literally so dry already, like it's not sticky, it's not tacky, it doesn't have any residue, it's like completely already soaked into my skin. So it feels hydrated and moisturised, so I could probably get dressed by the time that both my legs and my body are finished. But I'm going to carry on with the rest of me. so we're going to move on to chest and arms now. But this tan honestly is so good. Like, it's already dried on my chest and everything. It honestly dries so fast, and it smells really kind of, I don't know what it smells like, but it doesn't smell like fake tan. It just smells quite nice, which is always good because obviously you don't want that like really biscuity smell. And also loving the fact it dries so quickly. Okay, so when I do my hands, I like to kind of grab each finger and do a kind of pulley, and then I kind of rub my knuckles onto it just so that I get completely coated and get everywhere, and just try and give them like a good rub. And then you can buff them if you want to, but I think where I put the moisturiser on, they should be okay and they should kind of work quite evenly. So now my body is done and I'm already feeling pretty dry, to be honest. Like, it's literally drying so fast. I'm used to kind of feeling still a bit sticky for a while, but drying very quickly. My legs are already completely dry, which is the best thing ever. And basically I'm gonna go in with my tanning mist now. So this is the one that I use on my face, and I kind of just spritz it round the way that I would do if I was doing a toner or a face water or anything like that, and just kind of give myself as even a coverage as I can. And remember that the ears are also something you need to like kind of tan, so I kind of give it like an all-rounder. So I'm just gonna go ahead and spritz this. Okay, so that is my tan done. So what I'm going to do now is leave my clothes off for a little bit, just so that my tan on my legs can completely dry. Then I'm just going to chuck some sweatpants on, get on with my day, do my makeup in about an hour or so when this is all fully settled in and started tanning, and then catch up with you again in 8 hours. So guys, it's a few hours later, and as you can see, I am now a lot more golden than I was before. I honestly have never felt like I've looked more like naturally tanned. I feel like this is the perfect colour because it looks like I genuinely have just tanned naturally, and it's not like really orange, it's not really dark or really like, you know, sometimes they go a bit too like brown. This is just like a really nice like natural colour, and also looks as if I literally just have been in the sun for like a week. Also, I have actually just showered it off, so this is kind of the post-shower colour, and I only left it on for I think 6 hours when the recommended is 8. This is what it looks like, and I'm so impressed. So impressed. But I'm not done. I wanted to share with you 2 other products that I'm going to be giving a go. So I've not actually tried these before. This is going to be the first time I'm using them. The first is the Body Blur, which I have in the shade Latte, which is basically a face and body product that you can use to just give your skin like a really smooth finish. And I've heard really good things about this before. And then the other thing is the Blur Luminosity Gold cream highlight for face and body as well. So what I'm thinking is to put like the cream highlight just along my collarbones and along my cheeks, and just give like the little touch up to the highlight places that I normally would. And then I'm going to give this a go on my legs because I want to see what it's like on my legs. So let me just grab my mirror and then I'll start going. Okay, so this is the Blur Luminosity Gold, which we're going to give a go. And I have just read the back, and it says to, where's the instructions gone? So I've just read the packaging, and it says to apply in tiny dots and blend out with a brush or your fingertips. So I'm thinking I'll put a tiny little bit on the back of my hand, as I would with any other cream highlight, and then I'm basically going to try and like evenly blend it out. So I'm going to start with my cheeks and just give a really light little Can you guys see that difference already? It's so glowy on my cheek. And then I'm just going to put a little bit on my Cupid's bow there, so you can see the instant definition. Oh my goodness, that is so defined. Also, considering my makeup has been on my face now for literally 6 hours, I'd say that's pretty good going. And I've been for a little walk, so it's had time to like sweat off a little bit because it's so hot today. think I might be a convert. This is like the best thing ever. I don't know if you can see how like glowy my nose now is. And also it's really easy to blend out with your fingers. So you literally just tap it and it blends really easy. This is like the perfect thing for if you, let's put a bit here. I don't want to go too crazy, but I'm just wanting to like get the full benefit, you know? This is like the perfect thing that you could use if you were on holiday and you wanted to just add a bit of glow to your skin. You could just literally pop on an SPF and then just pop some of this over the top. Oh my god, I'm loving it. Look at that little glow. Oh my goodness. Wow. I am living for this. It is so good. And I've barely put anything on either, so that goes to show. Next I'm going to use the tiny little bit I've got left on my hand, and I'm just going to pop it across each of my collarbones just to give that little gold shimmer to those, because I think sometimes it's quite nice when you have that little dusting across your collarbone that just makes it stand out a bit and just makes it look really like dewy, because I think your chest has the tendency to look quite flat, and if you're like, if you want to look really glowy and like gorgeous, it's really nice to just add a little bit of definition, and it just makes it look even more kind of bronzed and beautiful. Oh wow, we're popping. We are popping. I'm actually going to go ahead. I'm obsessed. I'm literally going to be using this all over my body. I'm going to turn into a gold person in a minute. I'm literally just putting gold everywhere. I'm actually going to dab a tiny little bit onto my shoulders as well, just to pick up a little bit of definition there, so you can kind of see the difference between the two, just to kind of enhance. Oh my god, I love it. Yes, 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 a million times yes. The colour is so gorgeous. And it's really subtle, like you can barely actually see it, but it gives that really nice glow. So like in the light, you can just see like a little glisten, which is really pretty. And the highlight on my face, it just picks up like perfectly on the collarbone, and it just makes it look really gold and glowy. Love. Okay, right. Now I'm excited for the body blur, because let me tell you, if it's as good as that, then we are on to winners. So the body blur just says, it disguises the appearance of blemishes and makes your limbs seem longer and more perfect looking than you could have ever imagined. So what I'm going to do is pop it on one leg, and we're going to see what it looks like in comparison, and then we'll pop it on the other leg, because I think that's the best way to test it. So I'm going to get started. So we'll go for this leg, same as before. Oh my goodness, it literally looks so even and beautiful. Like, I've never seen my legs look this good, and that's not even me just saying it, like genuinely, I am shocked by how much better this looks. Like, oh my god. Right, let me give you a close-up. Okay, so this is the leg I haven't done, and this is the leg I have done. So this is with body blur and tan, and this one's just tan. But can you see how smooth and even that is? Like, my ankles and my feet always seem darker, same with my knees, and this bit always looks really pale, but it's just completely evened the entire skin tone, and I am obsessed. Like, look how much better that looks. Wow, okay, I'm loving it. I'm gonna put it on my other leg. Barely need anything either, like that's all I'm using on the whole bottom half of my leg and my thigh. I am game changed, literally game changer. This is going to be my new favourite thing, and this is going to be a lifesaver when it comes to taking pictures, because obviously being a blogger, I take pictures all the time, and it means I can just put that on, and then I don't have to smooth my legs because my legs are already smoothed. And genuinely, I'm excited to see what it does to like my arms and my chest, because I think especially when I've kind of like bronzed and stuff on my face, sometimes this part doesn't take tan as well. So you can see where I've put the body blur on. I need to go wash my hands, but I feel like this bit doesn't necessarily tan as well, so it'd be really cool to see what it does, like if I put it on my chest when I've got my tan like completely done. But I'm gonna quickly go wash my hands and then I'll get back to you. So we've reached the end of the video. I really hope you guys enjoyed seeing my flawless tan routine at home, and I hope it gave you some tips and tricks and product recommendations for you to try out for yourself. If you've got any tanning tips that you want to pass along, leave them in the comments below, because I'm sure me and everyone else would love to know any tips and tricks that you've picked up, because I think everyone does their tan so differently. It's always nice to get advice from someone else on something that they find works or whatever it might be. So leave that in the comments down below. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the YouTube channel for more videos. And if you want to find me on anywhere else, I am Copper Garden on absolutely everything, including Instagram and YouTube and all that kind of thing, so you can check me out there. But I hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and that's me over and out. Bye.